Hello. So the thing which you're currently seeing on my screen basically represents a PDF file which I have converted into form of video. And the black and white pixels which you are seeing basically represents the binary formation of a PDF file, that is 0 and 1 format. And as you know, there is no limit on number of videos which we can upload on YouTube. So that's why it became an infinite storage hack. So you will get the GitHub link in the description, so don't worry about the code. So in this video, I'll explain the overall working of my project and how it is working. Though it is a very simple thing to do, and you can always get everything on the ChatGPT also. Yeah. So I'll explain you the overall working of the project and things you need to know before understanding the code. So yeah, let's get started. So this is the main working directory of my project, that is which contain video to file converter and file to video converter, and a folder named input file which is used to pick up the file which I have convert into form of video. These two directories contain two main files, that is main.py, which is the entrance point of each and every directory and used to perform the particular actions, right? So this particular directory will convert any file into a form of video. Now I'll explain you here what it is actually doing behind the scenes. Okay, first of all, I'll get my file. This, for example, F represents my file. Okay, now my file to video converter. File to video converter. Now I'll explain things which it is doing behind the scenes. Okay, first of all, from the file, I'll get my original binary string which represents the file. Okay, for example, I'll get my binary string, that is 0 1 1 1. This simply represents a random string, but yeah, for suppose this is the binary string which represents this file. Okay, done. Now I need two things as a metadata to store in my video file. And what is that metadata? Metadata is simply size of this binary string. Okay, let's suppose it is Z, size of my binary string. Second is extension of my binary string. But let's suppose it is X. Now these two are the metadata for my file, that is size, and second is extension. Now where to store this metadata, because I need these two things while converting my video to file again, right? So as you know, a video is frame by frame thing, right? Let's suppose this is my frame 1. Okay, this is my frame 2 of my file, this is frame 3 of my video, this is frame 4 of my video, this is frame 5. Okay, done. Now I will store this metadata in the first frame of my video. Okay, then I'll store this particular metadata in first frame of my video. But how? So I can also, for example my file extension is .zip. Okay, what I can do, I can simply convert this zip into a sky format and then store it as a number in my file, right? Or what I can also do, I'll create a mapping over here. What I've done, I've created a mapping over here in a file name utils. Here you can see this is the file map, which is simply representing the number corresponding to each extension. For example, my .zip is mapped to 6. Okay, then. Now it is very easy because storing 6 will require much less space than storing zip, right? So I'll convert into form of number only. Okay, now I'll convert this 6 into binary format and store that binary format in my first file. Okay, done. For example, I'll convert this 6 into a binary format, that is 0101. This is a random string, not represent the actual 6, but yeah. And similarly also the size of my binary string. So this is the binary string which actually represents the original file. Okay, done. Let's suppose the size of my this binary string is uh, uh, 6. So yeah, let's suppose 7 also. Okay, so the size of my binary string 7, and I will store this 7 as in a binary format. Okay, done. That is 010101, something random, right? So I'll store these two particular binary strings into first file. Okay, done. Okay, now there's much more in storing the file also, but what is that? Okay, I'll explain you. Yeah, this is a very small segment of my frame. So in this particular project, what I have set two particular things, that is height and width of my frame. The height of my frame is 720 pixels. Okay, done. And the width of my frame is 1 to, I guess, 80. Yeah, 1 to 80. Yes. So how many pixels would be there in this particular frame, that is 720 into 1280, right? So that is very small unit. And thing that if I generate a video and upload it on a upload on YouTube, then again download that particular video from YouTube, I will lose some quality of my video. Okay, done. That's why I need some bigger pixels to be stored. So let's suppose this represents a single pixel in this format, that is 720 into 120. But I will not use this as a single unit. I will use this as a single unit representing one color, right? And here one color represents 0 or 1. Hope so this concept is clear to you. Why I'm doing this, for the to bypass the decompression and compression of the YouTube, right? So this is the main thing. Yeah, so now what I'll do, I'll get back to here. After storing the metadata in my first frame, now I will proceed with next frames and I will start storing this file, this binary string which represents the original file, into the rest of my frames. I'll start storing this into the rest of my frames. Hope so this is clear to you. Now I will get a video and I will store that video, right? Now this is the main function of my file to video converter. If I show you the code is also much readable and self-explanatory. So inside this video to file converter, first of all I'll get the file extension. Secondly, I will get the binary string of my file. These two particular code are very much simple. You can get it from ChatGPT also, because this is the basic implementation of bit array library of my Python. And yeah, I'll get the file extension, I'll get the binary string. Now I will write file extension and binary string onto the video. Okay, I will get the video part. Okay, I'll get the video part, uh, and on the first frame, this is my first image, that is data image. You can also see the comment first frame contains the data of the file, and this is the data image, or I can say data frame also. Now what I will do, I will write pixels on it. If my current value is 0, then my pixel value will be black. If my current value is 1, then my pixel value will be white. And you can also see I'm iterating on the distance of 1 pixel size, that is skipping the 8 part. And while writing the color of my data image, I'm also using this pixel size, which simply represents skipping that number of, or I can say covering that number of pixels in single unit. Okay, the after storing the file size and extension of my first frame, I will actually start writing the original binary string, that is which simply represents my file format into my rest of the frames. Okay, done. Hope so this is clear to you. Now you will ask me, why do I need the file size? Right? Why do I need the file size? So file size is very much necessary. This I get to know while making this project. But why? For example, this is my last frame on which I'm ending my number of binary strings. Okay, let's suppose this I'm making a simple grid. Okay, now let's suppose my file format is ending over here, which means this represents the last pixel, of my binary format, right? So if I don't know where to stop, I will read this part also, though it is only representing the black pixel, but I will start reading them also. So I need a particular number which tells me where to stop reading the file, where to stop reading, or I can say where to stop reading the pixels value, that represents a 0 and 1. So if I don't know this, I will start going forward and start reading these black pixels also, which will add then corrupt my file. So that's why I need the file size, binary string size inside, while converting my video to file, right? And why do I need the file extension? The answer is very much simple, because how do I know from in which format I have to convert my extracted binary file, right? So that's why I need extension also. So let's now jump to the next part, that is simply video to file converter. So I'll just make a run over here also. This is video to file to video converter, and here is the file which is a zip file, and inside this zip there are some photos of mine only. So if I show you the thing, okay, this is a zip file which simply contains some of my photos, you can see. So after running the code, I will again get back. So after running the code, I will again get back this all of my 4 images which I've stored over here, right? So yeah, I'll run this particular file, that is named file to video converter, and you will see this particular zip will be converted into form of video. Yeah, it is here. I'll now go to see this reveal in file explorer, and yeah. So this is the video file which simply represents that zip folder which I've currently shown you, right? So if I get back, this is the input file. If I just simply extract it here, you can see this is a zip folder which that particular thing is representing, and these are the 4 photos which is inside that video, right? Yeah. So now again close this, and yeah, now I'll explain you the next part of the code, that is simply video to file converter. So now, as you know, my first frame is containing the extension and the size of my binary string. So that's why i'll get I'll get to this particular code, that which will simply give me the binary representation of my file and the extension, because I need extension to save this thing. So this is also a simple code. Because I know my first frame will contain the extension and the binary string value. Now after processing the first frame, I'll get 2 things, that is size of my binary string and the extension of my binary string. This extension I will return back, and size I will use to stop my processing. You can see this. I'm just iterating on my pixels, and after my particular range is smaller than size, that is size of my binary string, I'll stop that part, because if the size is increased by length, I do not have to process that extra black pixels, right? So I'll just simply return the binary representation and the extension to my main folder, and this is the thing which is simply converting my string into a type of video, into a type of file which was the original thing, and the extension for the saving part. This is also simple code which we get from a bit array, and simply convert a binary string and a file path as representing the binary string and saving to the particular file path which I have given to it, right? So if I run this particular code, you can see main.py. I'll just simply run it, and you can see the output folder is here, and it will in some time it will give me the original zip folder which was there. And thing to notice over here, okay, we'll see this output again, but yeah, I'll tell you one thing. If I reveal explore it, you can see. So this is my first frame. So this is my first frame of from my video. You can see over here the white and black pixels over there, right? So these simply represent the metadata, right? So yeah, this is representing the extension and the size of my binary string. You can see it is mostly empty, it is almost empty, right? Because it contains some negligible data only. So moving on the next frame, you can see the actual data is here. Yeah, you can see over here, you can see this is the last frame of my video, and you can see there's some random black blocks, some random black pixels at the end of my video, right? But I do not want to process them, so that's why I'm using a size as a variable to know where I have to stop. And you can also notice the the pixel size is generally larger than actually it should be, right? So if I take the original, I'll also show the what is the original file look like if I take one pixel size as a one only. So right, yeah, time to show you the actual output, that is output.zip. If I simply extract this zip, and you will get the same things. Here you can see all the 4 photos which I have just which was inside my this particular zip in are also in this particular zip also. So see, the project works. So yeah, I guess camera battery was down, so that's why the flow was broken. But yeah, I'll show you the how the video would look like if I change one pixel size to original, that is one only. So yeah, I'll delete this folder, and in the utils convert one pixel size to one only, that is one. Yeah, now if I generate my video, you can see it will be the way different than it looks now. I'll run it. It is done in Reverie Explorer, and you can see that's how, yeah, so that's how the video would look like if I change one pixel size to original, that is one only. So if I upload this type of video on YouTube, it will the YouTube decompression and compression will change the file, and I will not get the original file as it is. So that's why it is required to increase the pixel size. So I have done many hidden trials, so that's why I've chosen 8 as a final value for now. So you can feel free to change the value like fps also and things like that. So I've chosen a low fps for the same reason, because YouTube compression changed the frame rate of my video also. So yeah, that's why I think this is the right value to choose with, but you can feel free to change it yeah, at your own pace. And yeah, if you like the video, please do share it and subscribe, and share with your like friends regarding this project, and feel free to clone the repo, make the changes and any other thing, and please do comment like how did you like this. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.